Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve, another in-the-car edition of the solve today. It is a Monday, April 13th, and today's puzzle is by Brad Wiegmann, who I think has done a couple of puzzles for the New York Times. Maybe more than a couple, I'm not really sure. Usually I rely on the wordplay column to tell me more about the constructors, but and this time it really didn't. So, of course, I have not peeked at any of the help that the wordplay column offers. So I'm looking at this fresh, a Monday puzzle by Brad Wiegmann. It's being Monday, hopefully a light theme and a pretty easy fill. I'll try and get through it as quickly as I can and pick up any pieces on the back end. So let's get going for Monday, April 13th, a puzzle by Brad Wiegmann. Undergoes a chemical change. Bonds or something? No. Yosemite or Yellowstone? Both are examples of parks, I think. Hairstyling stuff, probably gel. Send out of the country as goods to export, probably. One of many in an autumn pile, a leaf, a fallen leaf. Alter blank, alter ego, as a secondary identity. Rap songs and such, not sure what we want. Certain endurance race in brief, a triathlon, possibly. Bowling venue is an alley. Singer Tori, probably Tori Amos. You got that right, not sure. Brewski, do we just want beer? Places to stick wallets, not sure. Tests of the D'Urbervilles. Oh, who wrote that? Hardy? There is blank in team, but there is one in win. No I in team, but there is one in win. Longtime TV brand? I don't know. Paula of American Idol. Is Paula Abdul on that? Something named on a license plate. The state, I guess, if you're in the United States. Chose, opted probably. Highway stopover, not sure. Married, wed possibly. Let's check some downs. Physical therapy and such informally. Rehab for rehabilitation. Send out of the country as a disgraced leader is to exile. Fruit pastry that pairs well with vanilla ice cream. Apple tart, I guess. Stick together is to adhere or to cohere maybe. Land of Priam and Hector is Troy, so it looks like this is going to be react chemically. And then a motor oil brand is STP. Pleasingly round is plump, I guess. Author of The Boy Who Cried Wolf is Aesop the Fabulist. Raison d'etre, the reason for justification for being, reason for existence. Colonel Sanders' chain is KFC, and that would make rap songs and such hip-hop music. A Mai Tai is a cocktail. Places to stick wallets, maybe hip pockets. I guess we're doing an HP thing, aren't we? Gird one's loins, possibly. Waiting bird is an egret. See what I mean? Get me? You got that right. Amen. Japanese dog. Looks like Akito, possibly. Sportscaster Howard, who cried, Down Goes Frazier. I really don't know. Nursery rhymes, Little Piggy is a toe. Finish line is the end. Big banking initials in the UK, probably HSBC, I think. Fish ladder locale, a dam. Chicago-style pizza chain, not sure. Live and let live, the famous saying, and also James Bond song. Responded to... No, that's live and let die. Oops, sorry. Responded to a doctor's request. Said, maybe? Greek P, a letter shaped like a P in Greek is rho. Longtime TV brand, I guess RCA then. A baking quantity could be a cup. This looks like a hurricane. Risky time for beach property owners. Hurricane season. Highway stopover is a motel. So this is a Uno, the pizza chain. And gag is not sure. Keg attachment, a tap, I guess. Afghan language, not sure. Observes, sees. French fashion magazine is L, so this is Howard Cosell, I guess. Features of lasagna or an onion, layers, according to Donkey. The Thin Man, according to Shrek, sorry, I should say. The Thin Man Terrier. I don't know. Right now, as we speak, possibly. There are two in this clue. It looks like typos if you look at that clue carefully. Strong suit. Asset, maybe? Picnic food holder. Could be a picnic basket. Make fizzy as a drink is to aerate it. Rich cake whose name comes from German. I don't see it. Thin Man Terrier, I don't see that either. Ellington's take the A train, not the A train. Taxi is a cab. Gag. I don't know. Dance from Cuba, a salsa or a samba. Salt Lake City's, nope, neither of those. Salt Lake City's home is Utah. Rumba, maybe? Mel B, aka Scary Spice. Slight amount is a bit. Actress de Armas is Ana de Armas. Stayed home for dinner, ate in. We just had that clue yesterday as well. Site where allies met in 1940 is Malta. Oh, wretch, to gag, wretch. That could be a gagging sound. Singer with the 1961 #1 hit, Hit the Road Jack. Oh, why did this? Showed again as on TV, ran probably. City northeast of Manchester, I don't know. Blank and ye shall find, seek and ye shall find from Matthew. Barely manages without, eke out. Barely manage, I should say. So it's quite bright here. The slightest amount, maybe a tad. Tit for tat, you might say. Freight car weights are tons. Afghan language is Pashto, maybe? What is this? Woohoo, as suggested by 3 cheeses? 3 cheers. 3 cheers. Oh, got it. Okay. Rich cake is a tort, I guess. What comes from German? Name comes from German? Tort, really? City northeast of Manchester is Leeds. Ray Charles. Oh, Yalta, not Malta. Okay. And Pashto. At just under 6. Okay. Luckily, fixed a couple of things there. Let's look at the 3 cheers, that's quite funny, actually. I did not, as suggested by this, starts, what does it say here? Yeah, starts of 17, 24, 39, and 49 across. So we have at 17, rap songs and such are hip-hop music. At 24, places to stick wallets are hip pockets. At 39, risky time for beach property owners is hurricane season. And finally, a singer with the 1961 #1 hit, Hit the Road Jack, is Ray Charles. And if you put the beginnings of those together, we have hip, her, ray. Those are 3 cheers, I guess. Hip, hip, hooray. Well, that's 1 cheer anyway, but suggesting the 3. So that's a really fun theme for today's puzzle. And yeah, let's see what else is worth looking at here. Yeah, there's a few sort of things that I needed some crosses to get, like amen here, you got that right, and cohere down here, reacts even I did not see immediately, RCA here, what else, HSBC, I forget what this stands for, but I do know, I mean, it's here as well in Canada. I don't know Rob Cosell or Down Goes Frazier, but sure. I'll have to look up the Akita dog, and so we have presumably also Asta here, another dog. So 2 dogs in the puzzle today. What else here? The typos in 60 across. We have a slight amount at 64, a bit, and then the slightest amount at 65, a tad. And then gird one's loins is a fun thing to see in the puzzle. Don't see that very often. We do see the Greek letter P quite a lot, so that's fine for Monday. I don't know Uno's Pizza. I'll have to try it next time I'm in Chicago, which I'm not sure when that's going to be. Gag and retch are interesting here. Retch you don't usually think of as a sort of a sound or verbalization like gag, but it can be, so it's fine. Pashto, I sort of vaguely familiar with the language. I guessed all sorts of dances before I got to rumba, but that's fine. I guessed Malta incorrectly here, but we want Yalta. I'll have to look at that a little bit. And tort from German, really. It sure sounds like a French word, so maybe German through French. I'll have to look that up as well. But that's a good light puzzle for Monday, April 13th by Brad Wiegmann. And I hope you enjoyed that solve. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up so I know. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, hit the subscribe button. You'll get those notifications. And we'll see you next time on Crossword Puzzles. Cheers.